We
shouldn't have a podcast, but we do.
But we do.
We shouldn't have a podcast, but we do. And you listening to it.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell you something?
I've been practicing.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning, Shawty Wop.
Your patience has amazed me this morning. But I don't know if I've ever told you this. I'm always very impressed at how well you remember melody.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying that I should become a recording artist?
Maybe.
A thunder roll.
Okay. No, but baby, now you're making me look like a liar. No, but seriously, I don't know. Like, there's moments where I cannot even remember melody, and you will just bust it out, and you sing it in the right key a lot of the times.
Really?
Like, some people, if they try to remember melody, they'll like pick a random key and just run with it. You pick either the right key or dang near.
You gas me up a little bit more. I'm gonna be in the studio tonight. Give me about three more compliments. I'm gonna be in the studio tonight, baby. Stop playing with me.
Be honest with me.
Yes.
Did you ever have the dream of?
Yes, I did. Yes. You want to talk about this real quick? Are you joking right now?
No.
Have I told you this?
No, I'm not joking. That was just a really sweet face.
I used to be in the shower and I used to try to like harmonize. And do you remember me telling you, like, when I saw you when I came to LA, before we were married, obviously, and you were working on Figured Out.
Yeah.
And
I was working on a couple songs.
You're working on a couple songs, but when I heard you like do the riffs and like, I never knew how a song was created. So I used to just be in the shower like da 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 and I would try to like put lyrics to things that I was singing.
Yeah.
But it was like, it never made sense to me whatsoever. Like I was like, I can't sing. So I was like, why am I trying to like do? And I didn't realize like that's how like you start ideas. Like that's like the molding process.
Yeah.
So I would just let them go. But I used to always feel
you
like
let them go.
I always used to feel like I had things. But then as life went on, you know, I love making a good playlist. I always felt like I could be a good A&R. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I could select some good talent.
Yeah.
Because I've heard people on my Spotify like, oh, you were the first 50 people to listen to this song or something.
You are definitely one of those people. That's like, man, I found them before anybody.
No, but that's the thing. I never say you'll never hear me say that. I just appreciate when someone's like, dang, you got a good playlist. Or what song is that? If somebody asks me what song it is, I'm like, goal accomplished. I don't have anything to prove to anybody else.
Yeah.
And you know that that's true.
I absolutely
Everybody
know
always
it's true.
asks me to put the playlist together.
They
Turkey
do.
on the boat, here at the house. Everyone's like, because I got the mix.
I do recall in Turkey on the Boat, they also asked me to put some songs in the queue, and you ripped the iPad out of my hands after I put 10 on the queue.
No, I didn't.
And you erased my entire queue.
That's however Turkish Spotify works. All I did was try to queue them, and as soon as somebody was asking me for a song, as soon as I tried to put that song in the queue, it deleted everything after that. I don't know what happened. But did the vibe drop or did the vibe pick up?
I'm good at it too.
Yeah, I think you are. I never said you weren't.
Do you really feel that way in your heart?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. 100%.
But no, you are good at it. I truly believe that. I'm particular about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I also asked you to make the playlist for our wedding.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think?
Well, you didn't really end up making the playlist for our wedding because remember, it was like last minute and you hadn't put it together. And so then we had to do it together in the car ride on the way to the wedding.
No, I had made the playlist for the wedding. It was just like
not organized.
It wasn't.
That's what it was.
Well, yeah, the fact it wasn't organized in the sense of we were trying to put things in that were crowd friendly because we're like, oh, we don't know if this like these people will vibe with this music or that music or what type of music's gonna.
Well, we just wanted a variety.
It was a variety, and it was a little bit, you know, the wedding stuff. It was a little bit more stressful in the sense of like. You're not trying to.
Oh, you were stressed out on it, honey.
There was a lot. There was a lot going on during that time. Yeah, I was a tad bit stressed out, and so that's probably why I was like putting off that until the end, because I knew that I could do it, within a couple of days. But
which is always fun.
How was the music at the wedding?
It was great. Jackie, so first, here's a little
And how
tip.
was my DJ that I picked?
I was just about to tell them about that. I have a couple stories I want to tell you about our wedding. First, here's a little tip for you if you're getting married and you're like, DJ has asked you to create playlists that you like. Jackie created one big thick one, but I wanted certain music for certain parts of the wedding, like the ceremony, obviously, like we're not gonna play like Get Crunk, and then like the happy hour or the cocktail hour, the cocktail hour, and then dinner, and then the reception. So I made 4 different playlists in the order of which like I would kind of like things to build, and he said that was really, really helpful for him. During cocktail hour, we asked him just to play our playlist, like straight up, like don't DJ.
Yep.
And
people trying to run in and start dancing already.
I'm weak. But it was cool because a lot of my friends do music. So for cocktail hour, I put a lot of their songs on there. So they're saying they're having a drink and their song would come on, like Connor and Matt. And so it was cool. They loved it. But that was my little tip. As far as the DJ goes, we were in Korea. And I looked at Jackie and I said, do you want one job that is your job for the wedding? And he's like, sure. And I said, okay, it is your job to find us a DJ. No joke. In 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes after I said that, he goes, I hear, Varu, boot up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And it's like this remix, whatever. He's over there just on his phone, twinkling around. And that's what I hear playing from his phone. And he's like giggling to himself. And he's like, found him, got him. 2 minutes later. And I'm like, what have I asked him to do? This is the worst idea I've ever had. Like, there's no telling what random human he just found. Like, for all I know, AI is going to DJ our wedding.
Shout out my guy, DJ D. Will, straight out of New Orleans.
Yes, it ended up being...
Killed it.
An incredible choice. We loved him so much.
Incredible choice. Incredible choice.
Good job, babe.
Took me 3 minutes. You're undershooting. It took me 3 minutes, not 2 minutes.
I just thought it was funny. I was like, of course, this is such a guy thing. You know, we really didn't spend that long planning a wedding.
Not really.
And we didn't go like crazy. So it wasn't that nuts for planning, but I'm like, of course, his one portion took him 3 minutes.
Oh, it's a guy thing.
That it would just come that easy to you. You didn't like that. You didn't like that.
I got to stand up for my fellow guys, man. Because how would it sound if I was like, oh, that's a woman thing?
Oh, you're right. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about another thing from the wedding that I think is hilarious.
Let's talk about it.
Day of, what happened?
Day of, we did not have my jacket for the wedding. So my sister had to run all around New Orleans on a Saturday to try and Friday.
Give them the story though.
So we ended up getting my suit from Men's Wear.
We're not going to give them recognition. I guess we could.
No, you're right. We're not
actually don't go here.
Yeah. No, we won't give them recognition. I went to a place, got my suit, and the day before we're about to leave, they're like, "Oh, well, it didn't come in," and
no.
So
you went to the place to pick it up to try it on, and we're like, wait, this isn't the right color.
And I already knew walking in, for whatever reason, I'm like, the jacket is not going to be here. Like, I just had a seeking suspicion. I'm like, something can go wrong, and this is the one thing that I'm like, I feel like, because at the time when we had went in there, the lady didn't seem like she knew what was.
She was distracted.
So, they don't have the white jacket, and I'm like, okay, well, that's a bummer. I was very stressed out about it. And we end up, they're like, oh, we can send it to New Orleans. Just so happens that there is not one within 20 miles of New Orleans, and we would have to have gone to some other city to get. And so we, at this point, they're like, all right, we're going to ship it. We'll get it there. We're going to overnight it. They don't overnight it. They don't ship it. And I don't even think they probably placed the order. Then on top of that, my sister pulls a Hail Mary and ends up driving around New Orleans, goes to this one suit rental place, finds actually the white coat that I wanted in the first place with no black lapel that you guys see me wear, which I got 3 hours before our wedding.
If that. Yeah.
If that.
You took pictures in the black one. That was how.
Yeah, I took pictures in the black.
Close of a call it was.
Took pictures in the black one in the morning. And then my sister showed up halfway through pictures and drops off the white one. The first one didn't fit. She gave me the second one and it fit like a glove. And it's like almost like, it's like Cinderella, like meant to be.
Yeah. She killed it.
Yeah, my sister, yeah, she really did. She pulled one out the bag.
Standing at my Airbnb because us girls, like, all the girls from both sides of the family were having breakfast at my Airbnb. And she walks back over to me and she's like, so I got a call from Jackie. And I go, he doesn't have his jacket. And she goes, yep. I go, Kat, I'm not tripping over it. Like, it's done. Like, it is what it is. And she goes, I agree. She goes, I'm going to go check a couple stores and we'll see what happens. And she literally just straight up leaves and goes and drove around for like 3 hours looking for these things, calling places, putting things on hold. Like, and she had a newborn baby.
Yep.
She had a 3-week-old or 3-month-old.
Mm-hmm.
And she just passed off the baby and said, I'll be back. Like, she's freaking awesome.
Yeah. No, she killed it. Absolutely killed it. So shout out Kat.
Yep. Speaking of freaking and my sister, I was on FaceTime with my sister the other day and I said, that's so freaking cool. Like, to my sister. Yeah. And Blakely goes, Aunt you, that's a bad word. And I'm like, oh,
it started.
No, it's begun.
Started. Her and Lucas locked in. Anytime I even, like, I would, have a little indigestion and burp. I would burp. And Lucas would go, Dad.
And wait.
You do this face.
Like, say, excuse me.
Say, excuse me. Yesterday, we're on the phone with the Mikos. He goes, I said, please. I said, it's like,
or no, he said, are you proud of me?
Are you proud of me? I said, are you proud of me? I said, please. Like, it's just that whole, kids just like, when they want it now. And it's like, they're trying to figure out the quickest way to get it. So they skip a couple steps in their head. And so this is like that important time where you're like, all right, say please, say thank you, say yes ma'am, say no sir.
And he's having to teach you that again too. Excuse me. Yes, no, please.
He wouldn't even give me an opportunity or a chance to say it.
No, it is funny when the kid tries to parent you. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they're right. Like, I was immediately like, yeah, I shouldn't say frickin'. Like, she's right.
That's the crazy part about it.
Wait, did we never turn the TV off last night?
Doesn't look like it.
It's still on here. Oh, MG, Lydia Elise Millen Gordon. She has a spring house and garden decor and tour video.
Is this one of her 18 different projects?
A month ago.
She loves a good project. She's so posh.
She's so posh.
Seriously. No, she's dope. And I love how she leaves the her thumbnails just clean. We already talked about this, but I love that.
Yep.
I wanted to read you something. I sent you this morning. I told you not to read it because I wanted to bring it up on the podcast.
Okay. Bring it up.
It says, couples, this is a fact, by the way, couples who tease each other gently often have happier and stronger relationships. So
what can I tease you gently about this morning?
I feel like we both are jokesters and pranksters. I feel like those are the type of things that it falls in, like giving each other just a tad bit of a hard time. If you're not giving me a hard time, I think something's wrong.
If you're not giving me a hard time, I'm bored.
Correct.
Yeah. Like not with you, but with the day.
Yeah. Like leave, I take out Wilbur the spider and leave him by your sink.
Yeah, he leaves a rubber spider and rubber rat in different places all the time.
I don't have a rubber rat yet. I wish I would have held on to the one that one of my family members, I don't know who you are, put a rubber rat in our bed. One of the nights we were home, nobody admitted to it.
Didn't scare me.
Didn't scare me either. Just I was still haven't figured that one out.
Yeah.
But the spiders got a couple people.
Yeah, you've pranked me a lot. We never talked about the cold brew prank.
Cold brew prank.
When in Turkey, I would drink this cold brew every morning, and Jackie poured soy sauce in it, and I full on chugged soy sauce. That was a good prank. It really was, but it also miserable for me.
Coffee was that coffee was.
I'm not really loving this mushroom coffee. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's an acquired taste. For sure. It's like if you don't like
snotted everywhere.
If you don't like earthy,
you mean dirty?
Earthy coffee, then it's not for you, but
baby, what's earthy coffee? And when have you ever grew an acquired taste for earthy coffee?
I'm not saying that I have grown an acquired taste for it. I'm saying that this coffee it is more like a earth, like it just feels like this is what I would assume,
like dirt.
A dirt undertone. But who says dirt undertone? It has an undertone of dirt. No, it tastes just like, it tastes healthy. Okay. In my opinion. I don't know. I've been way more alert and had better days when I've drank this.
It was very funny. You said I was way more alert as I was yawning. No, I've only had one sip though.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't waste it.
How was your NBA Finals date with the guys last night?
It went good. Shout out to Denver Nuggets. They won the NBA Finals last night.
Yay, go the Mile Highs.
Jokic, my Serbian brother, I got a lot of friends that are Serbian, Bosnian, and they will tell you like they're jacked up that they have like the best player in the world is from Serbia. It's just, for sure. It's a far gone conclusion now that like Jokic, like the top 5 best players in the NBA, 3 of them are from Europe. Giannis Antetokounmpo from Greece. Luka Doncic is from Slovenia, and the Joker, Nikola Jokovic. Why am I tripping on his name? Yeah,
there's a lot of syllables we're not used to, or a lot of like sounds we're not used to using.
He is from Serbia, and they're just like doing it right now, in all honesty. And I saw last night that he is the lowest drafted player to win an NBA Finals MVP. He was drafted in the 2nd round. Wow. And they said he was too fat, too slow, too this, too that. And I love seeing his brothers last night. That he's got 2 massive tattooed brothers that sit in the stand. And I mean, everybody is cheering, and his brother is in the stands with his arms crossed. Just got tears running down his face. Aww. I'm like, that is scary. Because like this dude is like, he is, you could just tell he's no joke. But his brothers were throwing the head coach up in the air last night. And it's just funny because like as a basketball player, I feel like so many people should pay attention to how he plays the game, because it is literally like, even last night, I've played for 11 years, and his attitude, just even with, they were like, so you ready for the parade on Thursday? He's like, oh, the parade? I can't go home. Like, I can't go see my horses and my face. Aww. Horses, and he's got these horses in Serbia, and the family's got this like famous, he accepted the NBA Finals MVP at his horse ranch, like last year when he won, because he should have probably won a third NBA Finals, which he would have been the first person to ever do that as well. But good, solid dude.
Yeah, I really liked that when the game ended, he went straight to shake the other team's hands, and it wasn't like good game, mm-hmm. Like he was giving them hugs and like looking them in the eyes and like having small conversations with each of them, and then the ones he didn't know as well, just honoring them, you know. And the rest of the team was already celebrating, which obviously too, I get that as well, but I thought that was so classy, and respectable.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, one thing about living over there is that Serbians, they may say Serbians are crazy as far as like just the culture and everything from sports on down. They are some of the most solid people. Like they're going to be very direct with you. Very much just like, this is what I need. This is what I want. This is what I expect from you.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Every Serbian person I know, I absolutely love, like became friends with, because it was I get along with people who are just honest and real from the jump. And it was a one of a kind of experience living over there. It was still COVID, so you didn't like get that many interactions as far as like fans and stuff. But as far as like all of the players and coaches I met, super solid.
Awesome.
Everyone's super solid. I can't say anything bad about Serbia.
You've had quite a few Serbian teammates.
Yeah. And they're all great people.
Yeah.
Great people.
It's really cool. It's really, really cool. I'm happy for him. Go Denvi.
And one of the people I went to college with, she's a sideline reporter for the Nuggets, so she just got a ring as well.
Dang.
Yeah, so shout out Katie Wingy.
Go Wingy.
Yeah, shout out.
Denvi Wingy.
Yep, she's the sideline reporter for the Nuggets. So they've been close like 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years they've either gotten injured, they haven't made it to the finals. Now they're probably, they got probably a chance to maybe repeat if they keep the same team.
It's so cool.
Potentially. So yeah, no, it's awesome.
I do have to make a comment though. I didn't love the jerseys.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Denver. Those aren't their best ones. I think the blue with the Mile High city and the red and the gold, but they honestly have some of the Denver Nuggets. Like if you go back, you'd love the jerseys from like the old school
Nugget
retro
is
jerseys.
One of my favorite words. So
is
for many reasons.
Is that your new favorite team?
So maybe it is.
Sure.
I didn't have a favorite NBA team. So
well, this is your chance.
My year to jump on the wagon.
You can jump on the bandwagon and go with the team that just won it.
Might as well.
Okay.
Should we move there? Really commit?
I love Denver, and you know how much I love it. When I came back from the bachelor trip, I was just like, it was just such a cool city. I had never spent any time there.
We talked like an hour on your way home from the bachelor trip, being like, well, we could move there.
It's like it was cold, but it was warm at the same time.
Oh wow!
It was like you just felt a little bit closer to the sun.
How exactly do you feel cold and warm at the same time?
I describe it as like you could have a hoodie on and be comfortable.
Yep. Okay.
So like
it's my favorite.
Warmish.
It's my favorite. Yeah. We also have to discuss Kardashians.
Yeah. Where you want to? I'm waiting for, like, my whole thing is I want to understand why Kourtney was bent out of shape about this whole D&G thing. Because in my eyes, they're going to talk about next episode, but my eyes, she should just have been happy that, like.
It's not really Kourtney's MO.
What?
To just, like, be happy for.
No, I'm saying, like.
I'm just saying this is typical.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you are. I mean, you are right. I guess she felt like that was her, like those were
her connections, her friends,
her friends, and so she felt some type of way that I guess she's saying that Kim copied her wedding, which I don't.
Was she saying that Kim from the preview, but because she hasn't even found out on the episode yet, so we can't really say yet. We haven't learned.
I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah, but from the preview, it looked like she was saying that like to Kim, it's just about a check and not about like the actual people and relationships, and that Kourtney's actually spent years and years building these relationships.
That's hilarious.
So
that's hilarious.
We shall find out. But yeah, Kourtney was doing Lemmy press and saying she doesn't like press, and then Chris cracks me up.
Best manager of all time.
She might be my favorite character on this show because. Anyways, the girls were talking about like how all of us kids do where we're like, oh, we got this from our parents or this from it. And she's like, so all the bad things are just from me. She's like, that's fine. Like what, like literally whatever. And that's not easy for a parent to do.
That's what
to have that attitude.
Yeah. She was just like, that's what comes with being a mom. And it's like, you know, I feel like she's heard that for so long. I mean, they've literally said
she
that.
Just laughs it off.
Yeah, they've literally, like, I don't feel like like, in her position, you can't take anything personal.
She's looking at all of her kids that are billionaires, millionaires, and she's like, yeah, sure. Go hire a therapist about it, honey. I'm not concerned. Like, your perfectionism, your whatever, you literally look at the businesses you get to run.
Yep. She is, like, you know, everyone can have their say so about Kris Jenner and how this all started, but she has managed out them girls. Seriously.
Yeah, no, she has.
She really has.
She has. I love her, and she has just such a lightness about her that, like, I want to hang out with her. I want to be around her.
100%. You know, if I had a choice of any of the Kardashians to hang out with, I'm hanging out with Kris.
For sure.
No question.
Kris or Khloe.
She'll drop some gems.
But then Khloe was showing us with her son, and just how she's been struggling to connect, and I feel really, really, really bad for her. And I kind of like, I see what she's saying, like with those surrogacy stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, that makes sense why she would be struggling to have a connection right off the bat. It makes sense.
Do you think that she I thought this yesterday, I didn't ask you, do you think that she had a conversation, because Kim used a surrogate, right?
Yep, twice.
So I wonder if she's had I wonder if Kim felt the same way, or if they've, like,
Kim's just very, like, I think they did talk about it, and Kim was like, you'll as soon as you see it, it'll change, or whatever.
Yeah.
See the baby, not it. I shouldn't say that. But I don't know. I can't remember verbatim what she said, but Kim basically seemed like she just got over it quick.
Yeah.
But Kim seems like an incredible mom, but she doesn't seem like she craves the same kind of connection that Khloe craves.
Yeah. You mean Annika, the art teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
No, I think, Khloe, but you got to think too, is like, I wonder if with that situation, with Tristan, like, mentally plays into that with her. Yeah,
is she able to connect with anything or anyone right now?
Exactly. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying that her connecting with the son, knowing that that's half Tristan, you know what I'm saying, and all the things he's done is like, I'm sure it's hard for her. So, I mean, it definitely makes sense. Sure. It definitely makes sense. And I do feel for her.
I don't know if this is the first time they said it on the show, but I already knew it just from social media, but his name, Tatum. Mm-hmm. They finally addressed him as Tatum.
Yeah. And what they were saying there, people are going to call him Tate.
Yeah. And she was like, no.
I think people probably are going to.
I like Tatum.
I love Tatum. I think Tatum's a great name.
Tatum Thompson, that's a great name.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Tatum. That's a dope name.
Yeah.
Strong
I can't wait to see him grow.
It's going to be crazy. Like, the whole thing about all of these people having kids, and, you know, even us having a child, it's one of those things, like, where they get a year older, you start seeing them grow up, you get a year older, and it's just wild, because I'm
okay, we can't play that game right now. It's too early.
What you mean? It's a part of life.
I know.
I just always have that realization. I'm like, man, time is of the essence. Time is precious. I'm like,
you are stressing me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Time is of the essence. Time is flying. Like,
just a realization. I feel like that's an awesome quality to have.
What kind of mushrooms are in this coffee?
The psilocybin kind.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm lying. It's regular mushroom coffee, baby. Come on now.
Okay.
Are you gently teasing me?
Yeah.
Do you love me?
Yeah, so much. Oh my gosh. Well, I was gonna rewatch the Kardashians again last night with Allie, but one of my best friends. But we were just chatting so much we couldn't even get to it. It was such a good night. We literally talked for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours.
I know. I came in at the tail end of it after I got home.
We ordered bar taco. We just caught up. Like, just love her so much. It's so nice when you have friendships like that, you know, where you just never run out of things to say. You just connect so deeply. And I got to tell her about this this dream, this new vision that I had the other day of something that I want to do, and I've just been so excited about it. And I've gotten to tell you about it, but it was nice to tell her about it and just like dream a little bit. And
it's always good to
yeah,
it's always fun to dream or to put something in motion. And I think that it will be like I said, when we've even talked about it on the road trip, I think it's gonna be super cool to see how you where you take it and how you make it shake. And I think it's gonna be awesome. This
is that annoying thing where people don't tell you what they're talking about, but it's for a good reason. But it's not something that's going to take me years to put into motion. Like I hope that sooner rather than later, y'all will know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm so excited. Like I had such a clear vision on our drive to Kansas that the Lord just gave me, and of something that I really want to do. And I feel like I've had so many smaller visions of things for my future, and it was weird because really cool because in this one instance it felt like all those small visions came together and made this beautiful picture, and it all started to kind of like piece together and make sense in a really beautiful, like unique and not overcomplicated way. Like it all feels simple and attainable.
I mean, I think that it's one of those things like where you have an idea, and then, you know, like I said, is once you start kind of acting on the idea and you put the wheels in motion, and you're very good at thinking big picture.
Thank you, babe.
So I'm very excited to see what happens. And
we have a lot of irons in the fire right now. A lot of things shifting and shaking.
We sure do. Man.
I can't wait. Like right now, we can't talk about any of them, but in like just for wisdom purposes, like I don't think it's wise to. But in the next month or two, we will be able to, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it, and we'll be able to reference this moment. But there's so many like things that are up in the air. Like we don't know what country we're going to live in next year. We don't know where we're going to be. Okay, that's really all I can say. But that
I can't really talk about much
else.
It's
crazy to think about, you know, what is it today? June 13th?
Yep, 13th.
That July 13th will be a month, and then August 3rd. So in 2 months, we could be living in a different country. Most people, if they're moving to a different country, would be already packing right now and like doing everything they need to do to prepare themselves. We don't even know which country we might be moving to. So it's just an interesting, like, honestly, I don't feel like my body can like settle really until I know. It's so weird.
Yeah. It's you're the woman for the job though.
Thank you, babe.
You are the woman for the job, because it's not an easy. I was just telling this that women who live overseas, I think I've said this on the podcast before, women who live overseas and embark on that journey with their husbands are like, there's not too many of them. Like the women over there doing it right now, I have so much respect for, because you really have to buy in, especially then when you incorporate children into that. And we've seen people have 2, 3, you know, I know people with twins, a son and a dog over there. And I've just so much respect to you guys, and then to have careers on top of that, and women that are actually, you know, being successful while their husband is overseas. It's like, you know, you guys can literally do anything you put your mind to, because that is that's the most stressful place you could put yourself in. Take yourself away from family, your home, and then have to manage your own family over there. Pretty crazy. So
it's so nice.
Yeah. No.
Thanks for saying that.
No, of course. I just see it. You know, we see it all the time.
And we really do.
I just have so much respect for those women over there living in Europe with their husband doing it.
For sure.
You know. So.
Well, we didn't get to the Real Housewives last night because of Game 6, and because I had a friend over who didn't go to bed till 12 something. I'm so tired.
That's like 3 a.m. for us.
Literally. And so getting up was so hard this morning, but I am itching. I mean, when I say itching, I'm itching to sit down and watch this Real Housewives reunion. So honestly, we need to wrap this up so that I can go watch it and have breakfast and edit this. And then, yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Goofy. I love you.
You,
guys, yeah, I guess it just like is what it is. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Happy Tuesday.
Do you want to leave them with our new theme song?
Yes, but first, please comment. Goodness gracious.
Like,
is anybody out there?
Comment.
Crickets.
And this is the other crazy thing. Let me get back to this real quick. So I talked to E on the phone. Yesterday. He's like, yo, bro, how can you call me out, man? I've been listening to the podcast. I said, well, I don't know that. You ain't messaged me. You ain't left a comment. I damn sure ain't seen you subscribe to the channel. So you're not one of the 360. You ain't one of the 360 people that subscribe to the YouTube channel.
True that.
E, I love you, but
E, we really love you.
Yeah, we do really love you, E. But all that to be said, comment underneath. Drop us a DM. Just let us know you like the podcast, or let us know what we could do differently. Let us know what you like, because we're allowed to we can obviously make the podcast even greater, even better.
Yep.
With feedback.
Or otherwise, we're just going to keep going downhill. It's your choice.
Either you can listen to this podcast go slowly downhill and we'll never have a podcast again. And we're still going to do it.
Or you can help us turn this thing around.
Or you can help us turn this boat around and be great. That reminds me real quick. I got a funny story for you. I don't know if I ever told you this. So this week when we were driving through Kansas, do you remember where we stopped at the McDonald's?
We ate at McDonald's 4 times last week.
Yes, McDonald's breakfast, McGriddle.
Yes, but I know what you're talking about.
So the other one, it has a Hardee's like in that bay where it's a gas station, whatever. So I thought it would be, speaking of prankster, I thought it would be funny. One time I went to this Hardee's and I filled out the suggestion card, or the how they're doing card. And I pretty much said that I tried to order a bunch of things and they wouldn't give it to me. And, my name was
Bennett.
My name was Bennett, something like that. But then I wrote our real home phone number.
No.
And dropped it in the suggestion box like a dummy. So then they call our house. The manager of the Hardee's calls the house. Same one that's open now. And they go, hi, Miss, we're so sorry. We're about the experience you had at Hardee's. Would you, we'll give you vouchers. And my mom's like, what? Oh, we got the suggestion card. And my mom like calls down the steps and goes, Jack, did you leave, 13-year-old things.
That's really funny and very you.
I feel like me saying it now wasn't that funny.
No, it is funny. It is funny because I'm picturing it. I just don't, they just need to know context of your mom, and it's
my mom is very much like by the book, do everything right.
She was a school teacher, so it's like,
yeah, she's a teacher.
Just follow the rules.
Follow the rules. I wasn't great at that growing up. I always wanted to push the boundaries just a tad.
Yeah.
Don't
we all?
And so she calls downstairs and goes, Jackie, did you? Wait, I think I put like Johnny Cochran or something. She's like, she goes, I'll go get Mr. Cochran real quick.
Stop it.
He goes, hey, Mr. Cochran, Jackie, someone's on the phone for you. I'm like, who? Hardee's.
Weak.
Anyway,
that's really, really funny.
So all that to be said, leave a suggestion in the suggestion box.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, people.
We shall see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all on the other side. See you on hump day.
Peace.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.